morning, guys.
Sir,
Origin of soils.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Morning, Akash. I'll wait for 2 minutes and I will start, sir. Tikal Ahmed, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Mahajan. Supreme. Good morning, Akash. Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, student. Good morning, Sharma. Good morning, Singh. Mahan Singh. Akash, good. 1 minute, Akash. Sir, see, next topic I want to tell you is origin of soils. Next topic I want to tell is origin of soils. Now, students, you will ask me, why do you want to study about origin of soil? Sir, based on your origin, suppose if we are human beings, sir, based on our state and culture, we have different cultures. Similarly, based on the origin of soil, the soil properties can be known. Okay. Good morning, Loni. Now coming to the origin of soil, I want to discuss you another important point is based on the origin of where the soil has been originated, you will understand the properties. Sir, to some extent only, not in detail, but sir, see, soil is soil is derived from a soil is derived from a Latin word, sir. It is derived from a Latin word that is called solum. They can ask you this also, sir. Previously, it was asked in one of the other exams, so that is the reason I want to tell you. Soil is derived from a Latin word called solum. Soil is derived from a Latin word called solum. Here, see, student, I want to tell you one more thing. They can ask you, who is the father of soil mechanics? Soil is derived from a Latin word called solum. Sir, who is the father of soil mechanics? Soil mechanics is nothing but father of soil mechanics is nothing but the Carl Terzaghi. Very good, sir. Father of soil mechanics is Carl Terzaghi. Carl Terzaghi. If anyone asks you where is the soil wood derived, that is derived from a Latin word solum. And who is the father of soil mechanics? It is Carl Terzaghi. Now, the study of soil formation is known as the study of soil formation. The study of soil formation. The study of soil formation is known as, can anyone tell me? It is known as pedogenesis. The soil of study formation is known as pedogenesis. Very good, sir. Very good. It is known as pedogenesis. Sir, if anyone asks me what is a soil kind of material, it is a complex matrix material, sir. Means you can have different materials. So, and you have a complex composite material. If anyone asks you soil, the soil is a complex composite material. Now, when I start studying about origin of soils, when I was studying, the first question I remember, first question everyone comes to mind is how do soils are formed? This is the first question everyone will ask me when I start the subject origin of soils, when I start the topic origin of soils. How do soils are formed? This is the first question everyone have. The answer here is soils are formed by, suppose see student, a huge rock is there. It will be withered like this. It will be withered and it will be made into powder like that. Soils are formed by, how do soils are formed, sir? Soils are formed by Soils are formed by weathering of rocks. Soils are formed by what, sir? Weathering means it is just like shearing. Soils are formed by weathering of rocks and decomposition of. In that, soil can contain organic matter as well as inorganic matter, sir. What is organic matter is like vegetables or cow dung, all those things are organic. Inorganic are plastic, like that. So soils are formed by weathering of rocks and decomposition of organic and inorganic matter. Soils are formed by what, sir? Soils are formed by weathering of rocks and decomposition of organic and inorganic matter. Now see students, this is how soils are formed. But here we have organic soils. Organic soils are also called as what? Organic soils are also called as very important. Can anyone tell me? Organic soils are also called as cumulose soils. Very important, sir. They can ask you. Organic soils are called as cumulose soils. Organic soils are called as cumulose soils. This can be a question asked. What are organic soils called? Organic soils are called as cumulose soils. Now, if they ask you what is the example of organic soil is peat. What is a peat, sir? Decayed vegetable matter. What is a humus? Solid waste. So here organic soils are given a name called organic soils are given a name called are also called as cumulus, and example is peat and humus. Am I clear, sir? The example here is peat and humus. So see, peat and humus are, if they ask you, they can be half decomposed matter or partially decomposed matter. They can ask you, is it fully decomposed matter, organic matter, or peat and humus are fully decomposed, or like that they can ask you. Peat and humus are partially, means half decomposed. That is the reason they are also called as partial. They will ask you this question also, sir, whether they are fully decomposed matter or partially decomposed. Partially decomposed organic matter. Now, now I told you what is the, sir, whenever a baby is born, human baby, you will have 9 months period. Similarly, I want to tell you, soil is formed by a cycle. Like for everything, there will be a cycle. This is also important, sir. Soils are formed by a cycle known as, can anyone tell me? Soils are formed by a cycle known as, soils are formed by a cycle known as geological cycle. What, sir? Geo means what, sir? Soils are formed by a cycle known as geological cycle. Geological cycle. What is geo? Earth crust. Geo means earth crust. Logical means formation. So geological means soil formation. So soil, they can ask you, soil is formed by a cycle known as, soil is formed by a cycle known as geological cycle. Soil is formed by a cycle known as what, sir? Geological cycle. This is CONAS. Now, one of your friend will ask me like this. What are the stages of geological cycle? The stages of geological cycle are weathering. They will ask you this also, sir. Next, after weathering, they will be transported. The stages, whether the first the soil will be weathered. Next, it will be first the soil will be weathered, sir. Next, it will be transported. Next, it will be deposited. And next, it will be upheaval. Next, it will be upheaval. See, students, if suppose this is a rock, if I take this as a rock, here the rock is withered, first stage, and it is transported by air or water. Transportation is done either by water or, and it will, means if a river is flowing, it will deposit here. Okay. After some time, it becomes a lump sum of mass. Are you getting? This is called upheaval. A lump sum of mass getting together is known as upheaval. Am I clear, sir? First soil will be withered and it will be transported by air or water. It gets deposited, and it forms a upheaval. Now, one of your friend will ask me, sir, in weathering again, we have two types, sir. In weathering again, we have two types. One is physical weathering In weathering, you have again two types. One is physical weathering, and the other one is chemical weathering. There are two types of weathering. One is physical weathering, another one is chemical weathering. Now, when I talk about physical weathering, there are two types of weathering, students. One is physical weathering, another one is chemical weathering. When I talk about physical weathering, sir, physical weathering is due to physical weathering is due to natural effects, sir. Physical weathering is due to naturally it is happening. Physical weathering is due to physical weathering is due to natural effects like it is due to natural effects like, sir, melting of ice. That also, first one, temperature change. Sir, do you know during hot summer there is a saying that during hot summer the rocks will break. That is what temperature change. First one is temperature change. Next, sir, if you see big banyan trees, the roots will get the soil cracked or weathered. Next one is spreading of plant roots. First, like temperature change. Next one is spreading of plant roots. Spreading of plant roots. Next one is wedging action of ice. Next one is melting of ice, sir. Wedging action of ice. So physical weathering is due to what, sir? It is due to temperature change, due to efforts like, and next one, spreading of plant roots and melting of ice. All these things can be an example of physical weathering. But physical weathering is observed in which type of soil, sir? It is observed in coarse grained soils. It is observed in which soil, sir? It is observed in coarse grained soils. Sir, I will tell you what is coarse grain and fine grain in more detail in soil classification. Wedging action is nothing but melting. It is something like melting of size, sir. Okay. Coarse grain example is nothing but melting of ice will happen now, sir. Shakir. So coarse grain example is gravel and sand. So actually in soil classification, we'll discuss about what is coarse grain and what is fine grain. Next one I want to tell you is chemical weathering, sir. Next one is chemical weathering. Sir, in the name itself, chemical weathering is due to in presence of carbon it is. Shakir, if you have not understand it, I will tell you after the means session what is wedging action of ice with a neat diagram. Okay. Chemical weathering is due to carbonation, oxidation. Carbonation means what, sir? In presence of carbon. Oxidation means in presence of oxygen. Next, hydration means in presence of hydrogen. Carbonation, oxidation, hydration, comma, leaching. Sir, are you getting me? What is carbon in presence of carbon? What is oxidation in presence of oxygen? What is hydration in presence of hydrogen? What is leaching in presence of lime? Sir, see, I'll tell you a small logic, student. If you pour, suppose a huge rock is there, this much rock, and if you pour something, a chemical on it, will it affect that rock? Nothing will happen to the rock. So that is the reason usually means that is the reason usually chemical hazarding is observed in fine grained soils. It is observed in which type of soils, sir? It is observed in fine grained soils. What are the examples of fine grained soils, Amma? It is observed in fine grained soils. Example is nothing but clay and silt. Sir, don't worry. You don't ask me what is clay, what is silt, what is coarse grain, what is fine grain. All those things I'll be telling in soil classification. Don't worry, sir. Next, sir, actually, soils are into two things, sir. Sir, there is no name like this. Sir, please listen this word. Again, you will ask me. There is a no name like this, but for your understanding, I'm telling you, soils are divided into transported soils, and another one is non-transported soil. Soils are divided into two things. One is transported soil, another one is non-transported soil. For your understanding, I am telling you, sir. Soils are transported into non-transported and non-transported. Sir, see student. Now, when I talk about this, first one I want to tell you is, sir, is this space okay? I'm not fast no now. Next soil I want to tell you is residual soil. So what is residual soil is something like not residual soil, sir. See in the chart box and I told you. Sorry. First one I want to tell you is sedimentary soil. Sir, is this space okay for everyone? Am I fast or anything? Next one is sedimentary soils. Sir, when I talk about sedimentary soils, better example is sedimentary soils or transported soils. Sedimentary soils are transported soils. Now, what is sedimentary soils means? What is sedimentary soils means? Sir, if the soil is suppose a Ganga river is flowing, sir. A Ganga river is flowing from Himalaya to suppose Varanasi. Himalaya to Varanasi, it is flowing. Along with the water, some soil will be transported no? Himalayas to Varanasi. Along with the water, some that soil is called sedimentary soils. So, what is sedimentary soils is soils create at one location. Soils create at one location. Create one location. Soils create at one location. And finally deposited. Soils create at one location. And finally deposited. Soils create at one location. And finally deposited. And finally deposited. Another location. Soils created one location and finally deposited another location. That is known as sedimentary soils. Soils created one location and finally deposited another location is known as sedimentary soils. Next, see students, if I take you lakes, soils which are deposited, sir, definite question will come from these usually. Lakes are known as, you might have known, sir, lacustrine soil. The name given to the soils which are deposited in lakes is called lacustrine soil. Yes, that's what. So that is the reason. Sedimentary soil is nothing but transported soil. Sedimentary soil is nothing but transported. But there is no name like that. That is the reason I told you, not told. Sedimentary is called transported. Lakes means lacustrine soils. Am I clear, sir? Now we have is river. Soils which are deposited in river are called as anyone, sir? Soils which are deposited in river are called alluvial soils. Sir, but nowadays they are not asking the question like this, sir. So sometimes they are asking this question also. Alluvial soils. And remember, students, alluvial soils is the most fertile soil. Alluvial soil is the most fertile soil. If anyone asks you what is alluvial soil, it is the most fertile soil. Soils which are deposited in river. Next, soils which are deposited in sea are called as marine soils. Soils which are deposited in sea are called as marine soils. Soils which are deposited in sea are called as marine soils. Sea means marine soil. Next, yeah. Next, the soils which are deposited by wind. Soils which are deposited by wind. Very good, sir. Aeolian soil. Aeolian soils. But see, student, I want to ask you one thing. But as I told you, sir, see, wind, but see here, if I blow air itself, the soil is moving. That means, is it a good soil? Very good strength it is having. Just by air it is moving. So it is not loose soil, sir. Means it is the most collapsible soil. They can ask you, which is the most collapsible soil is because just by blowing air, the soil is getting disturbed. So the most collapsible soil is wind soils. Sir, examples are sand dunes. Examples of wind are sand dunes and losses. Sir, these are observed in where these are observed, sir? These are observed in deserts. These are observed in deserts. Yes, yes. Is it clear, sir? Is it clear? Next one I want to tell you here is Kaiser, are you clear? Sand dunes and looses are very loose in structure. Just if you blow the air, they will be collapsed. That is the reason it is the most collapsible soil. It is the most collapsible soil. Next, what I want to tell you is soils which are divided by gravitation. Sir, you know gravitation. Suppose a rock is in the upper side, it will come down due to by self weight. So gravitation soils, are you getting soils which are transported by its self weight or gravitation? Very good, sir. Very good, Tajmal. Colluvial soil. Sir, it is not cumulose. Sir, please see here. First slide. Organic soils are cumulose. Here it is gravitation or colluvial. Colluvial soils. Sir, what is the example of colluvial soils? Soils which are formed by gravity, sir. Gravitation means soils which are formed by gravity. Example is talus. By its self weight, the soil will be formed. That is called colluvial soils. सबको clear है इसे, sir? This is due to gravity. Next. Next one we have is snowfall, sir. Glacier due to snow. Glacier means snow. Next we have is glacier deposited soils. What is the thing, sir? Glacier deposited. What are glacier deposited soils, sir? These will be observed in your areas, sir. Himalayas, snow falling areas. Example of glacier deposited soils. Anyone? Drift, comma, till. Very good. Very good. Very good, sir. The example of graph. Sir, they can ask you directly the exam in examples. So this is very important, sir. Example of glacier, comma, drift, comma, till. 1 second, sir. Sir, here we have discussed sea, lakes, lacustrine, river, alluvial, sea, marine, wind, aeolian, gravitation, colluvial soils, glacier deposited soils, that is drift, comma, till. I have told you all the things, I think. Next, next one we have is residual soil. Residual soil. The residual soils are also called as, any doubt, sir? 1 second. Sir, Ikal Ahmad, please give me some. Residual soils are nothing but non-transported soils. Residual soils are what, Amma? Non-transported soils. Bentonite soils can be okay. Residual soils are nothing but non-transported soils. Sir, this name is not there, sir, actually. For your understanding, I have given you the name. Sir, it residual soils. Residual soils is also known as sir, please give me time. Residual soils are also known as sedentary soils, not sedimentary. It is sedentary. Residual soils is also known as sedentary soils. Sir, they can ask you what is residual soil by definition? Soil particles, which remain on the parent rock, soil particles which remain on the parent rock without any transportation. Soil particles which remain on the parent rock. Soil particles which remain on the parent rock without any with soil particles which remain on the parent rock without any transportation. Without any transportation, soil particles which remain on the parent rock is known as residual soil or non-transported soil or sedimentary soil. Now, example for residual soils is, you might have told me, sir. Black cotton soil, comma, laterite soil, soils. These are the examples of residual soil. Sir, if anyone asks you, what is the parent rock of black cotton soil is parent rock of black cotton soil. Can anyone tell me what is the parent rock of black cotton soil? The parent of black cotton soil, rock of black cotton soil is basalt or trap also they call it. Basalt. Sir, it is not ballast. Again, if you tell ballast means it is wrong. Ballast is something like railway tracks. Here it is the parent rock of black cotton soil is basalt. Is it clear, sir? Next. Next is C, sir. I told you. Gravitational forces. Sir, what are gravitation? Gravitation will be more when your self weight is more. Yes or no? Yes or no, sir? Gravity. Suppose if you are falling from year to year, you will fall faster than a lesser weight. So gravitational force will be more in due to self weight. So gravitational forces are predominant, or you can write more, sir. If you want to understand in a simple, gravitational forces are predominant or more, you can write. Predominant in gravitational forces are predominant in coarse grained soils. Coarse grained soils. Next, surface. Sir, see, this is important. Surface means specific surface area, all those things. Surface forces, chemical. Sir, how fine grained is formed, sir? Fine grained is formed by chemical forces. Surface forces, chemical forces, comma, electrical forces, comma, electrical forces. Sir, if you see, fine grained are formed by a force called chemical. Similarly, surface means due to the contact area and electrical forces. These forces are surface chemical and electrical forces are predominant in predominant in fine grained soils. You know, no, coarse grain means gravel and sand, and fine grain means Akash Gupta have written. Surface chemical and electrical forces are predominant in fine grained soil. Sir, coarse grain means gravel and sand. Fine grain means fine grain means what, sir? Clay and silt. Fine grain means coarse and sand. Sorry, fine grain means clay and silt, and coarse grain means gravel and sand. Next, sir, we have different compositions. Like first one, I will tell you, warwood clay. What is warwood clay means? If I take a soil, sir, soil will have a depth, no? Suppose if I assume the depth of the soil is Z. Sir, here in this soil depth strata, you will find alternate layers of clay and silt, like 1 meter depth of clay, 2 meter depth of silt, like that. So, warwood clay means it is nothing but alternate layers of warwood clay means what, sir? Alternate layers of clay and silt. Alternate layers of clay and silt is called warwood clay. Next, have you heard this name? Moram. Moram means what is a moram, sir? Moram is nothing but gravel mixed with moram is nothing but gravel mixed with red clay. Moram is nothing but gravel mixed with red clay. When gravel is mixed with red clay, when gravel is mixed with red clay, then it is called morum. Can I clear, sir? Yeah, means you can say kind of that, Mansi. Red clay means we can say color which is in red in color. Mud. Clay is nothing but mud, sir. Mud which is usually if it is in red in color. Sir, if you see in hilly areas or anywhere, you will see that, sir, red color. Okay. In your areas, it might be white in color due to snowfall, I think. But in our areas, when you rock a hill, yeah, used in backfilling. Very good. Next we have is, sir, did I tell you about loam? Next one is, we have a term called loam. What is a loam means? It is a mixture of, a loam is a mixture of sand, silt, and clay. A mixture of sand, silt, and clay in almost in equal proportions. Suppose if I take 1 kg, sir, you'll have 300 grams sand, 300 grams silt, 300 grams clay. That is called loam. A mixture of sand, silt, and clay in almost Kazmul, it is almost in equal proportions, sir. It is almost in loam is a mixture of sand, silt, and clay in almost equal proportions. That is known as loam. Next we have is, you might be waiting for this. Bentonite. Sir, what is bentonite is? What is bentonite, sir? It is decomposed. Sir, if a volcano is coming due to this heating and all, it will have a fly ash, right? That fly ash will be there. It is decomposed by volcanic ash. Bentonite is decomposed by volcano. Bentonite is decomposed by fly ash or volcanic ash. It is decomposed by volcanic ash. It is decomposed by volcanic ash or fly ash. Am I clear, sir? Next. Sir, here what I want to tell you is bentonite expresses, it exhibits, sir, it exhibits high swelling and shrinkage. But sir, bentonite expresses high swelling, it exhibits, bentonite exhibits. Swelling means nothing but volume change, sir. Sorry, swelling means bulging. Shrinkage means volume reduction. Shrinkage means, sir, if a cotton cloth is there, if you kept in water, if you remove it, it will shrunk. Shrunk means volume reduction, swelling means bulging. It exhibits high swelling and shrinkage due to the presence of a mineral called, due to presence of what, sir? Due to the presence of a clay mineral. Due to the presence of what? Sabayathu. Due to the presence of a mineral called. Very good, sir. Very good. What? Very good, Sabayatha. I'll tell you. That I'll tell you. In clay mineralogy, I'll talk about black cotton soil. Don't worry. It exhibits high swelling and shrinkage due to the presence of a mineral called Montmorillite. Very important, sir. Very important. Next, sir, actually, I want to tell you there is another called marl. What is marl, sir? A marine soil with containing. It is a marine soil. It is a marine. Marl is a marine soil with calcium carbonate. What is a marl, sir? A marl is a marine soil with, yes, with calcium carbonate. You can say in pile foundations, you will observe means wherever the drilling or wherever the soil is very loose, marine soils with calcium carbonate. These are called marine soils. Usually in drilling or pile foundation, you will come across this, sir. Next, sir, black cotton soil. There is a called term called muck. Sir, when I talk about peat and humus, it is half decomposed or partially. When we talk about muck, it is a fully decomposed muck. Is sir, I told you no, peat and humus are half decomposed organ. This is fully decomposed. This is fully decomposed organic soils. Fully decomposed organic muck is a fully decomposed organic soil. Okay, sir. Next, sir, last topic in this chapter. Sir, we have next one is igneous rock. In some things also they can ask you, sir, these also. Sir, what is an igneous rock? Can anyone tell me? What is an igneous rock? Anyone in the class? Sir, see, previously what you have studied, I'll just recap that also, sir. 1 second. Previously. Sir, previously we have studied before loam means a mixture of sand, silt, and also in equal proportion. Bentonite means, what is a bentonite, sir? It is decomposed by volcanic ash or fly ash. And remember, sir, marl is a marine soil with calcium carbonate, and muck is a fully decomposed organic matter. Now, see, sir, what is an igneous rock? Can anyone tell me what is an igneous rock? Formed due to cooling of magma or lava. Very good, sir. Igneous rock is formed due to both cooling as well as solidification. It is formed due to cooling and solidification of cooling and solidification of it is formed due to cooling and solidification of magma. Very good, sir. It is formed due to cooling and solidification of magma. It is formed due to cooling or solidification of magma or lava. Magma or lava is something like volcanoes. Now see, sir. Sir, what are the examples of igneous rock? Can anyone tell me? Examples of igneous rock are pumice. Examples of igneous rock are pumice, basalt. They can ask you, sir, comma. Pumice, basalt, andesite, and also dicite. See, these are some of the examples, sir. So, igneous rock is formed due to the cooling and solidification of magnesium of lava. Example can be basalt, pumice, andesite, dacite. Okay. Next, we will talk about the sir. Tuff is also a igneous rock. Next, I will talk about the metamorphic rocks. Next, I will talk about what? Metamorphic rock. Metamorphic rock. When I talk about metamorphic rock, what is a metamorphic rock? What can be the example of metamorphic rock? What is a metamorphic rock, sir? Sir, see, here you are talking about, yeah. Sir, here I want to tell you, due to high pressure, due to high pressure, due to high pressure and high heat and high temperature, due to high pressure and high pressure and high temperature. Metamorphic rocks are formed due to high pressure and high temperature. Okay, sir. Now, what are the examples of metamorphic rock? What are the examples of metamorphic rock? Here, see, sir. These also examples. Sir, even I don't remember this. That is the reason even I was, sir, I will see the notes and tell you. But these concepts, like this is a theory, sir. That is the reason I will see notes and telling you. Only for metamorphic rock. It is Genesis. Example is slate, marble, schist. Sir, this was asked in previous, like in one of the exam they have asked recently. Schist. That is the reason I have appended this, sir. Usually we don't used to tell previously, but I want and quartzite. Recently in other state exams it was asked, so I was adding this quartzite. All these are examples of sir Genesis, slate, marble, squeeze, and quartzite is an example of what, sir? Metamorphic rock. Now, what is an igneous rock, sir? Igneous rock is formed due to pumice, basalt, and andesite. Sir, here I forgot the main thing. That is granite. Okay, sir. And spur also comes under this if you want to write. Sir, with this, we are done with the first topic, that is origin of soils. Yesterday, and someone has posted in the group. Tabayatu, quartzite. Spelling. Sir, is it clear for everyone? Sir, origin of soils, is it clear? Any doubts? Sir, topsoil is nothing but a topsoil is nothing but a gravitational soil. Dolomite comes under igneous rock. Igneous rock. So you didn't told about laterite soils. Okay, okay. Sir, okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I forgot that, sir. Thank you, Kaiser. Sir, actually, where is that laterite soil, sir? Sir, actually, uh, sir, actually, see, please write down. Laterite soils is there, no, sir. Actually, whenever we talk about residual soils, soils which remain on the parent rock without any transportation is known as residual soils, sir. And examples are black cotton soil and all. Now, see, sir,
Sir,
laterite.
sir, is
Hello?
Sir,
dolomite, dolomite?
it is laterite. Sir, it is latrine, not laterite. About which I am
What?
talking, it is latrine. Latrine. It's different, I think.
Sir, 1 second, sir, I'll tell you. I've written
Okay.
TI. I will tell. 1 second, sir. Please wait. Here I have written no, sir. Or otherwise I will write you clearly.
Sir, dolomite is igneous rock.
1 sec. Yes, sir. Sir, 1 second, sir. First, give me a time. First here is laterite. This is laterite soil, sir. Sir, laterite means something like which has more iron oxide and it has both leaching conditions as well as oxidizing conditions, sir. Leaching means which forms due to lime and oxidation means which due to water. Okay, it is found in usually in humid regions. What is a laterite soil, sir? It is rich in iron oxide and it has very strong. It is formed due to oxidizing and leaching conditions. And that is the question you are asking some for one thing. Sir, Kaiser, you are asking latrina.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what I
Yes, sir.
see. Now
Yes,
I
sir.
got it. Okay, I'll get back to you on that. Sir, laterite soils are something like which are rich in iron oxide and also these are formed due to the like oxidation and leaching, sir. These are formed in uh, like tropical regions where the tropical region is where it is very humid. Now, someone is asking another question. Sir, someone is asking some question. Sir, if I tell you about dolomite, it is an example of sedimentary carbonate rock. It is an example. Dolomite is an example of sedimentary carbonate rock, sir. Are you getting? Someone, if dolomite, if you ask about dolomite, it is an example of sedimentary carbonate rock, sir. Sir, here dolomite is an example of dolomite is an example of sedimentary rock.
Yes, sir,
This
it
is
is
entirely theory part, sir. There is nothing logic or there anything. Even I do Google some parts. See, some things, if there is logic, we will tell, sir. Here, if you ask Dolomite also, I will also do Google and I will also tell you that same thing. That is nothing there in that. Because there is no logic or anything, no, sir. Just it is marking. Agree? Sir, can I move on to the next topic? Sir, before moving to the next topic, I have to write the summary, no? Summary of this chapter. Sir, what is summary of this chapter? Sir, soil derived from a word called solum. This is derived from solum, Latin word, sir. Next, father of soil mechanics. Father is Carl Terzaghi, K. Terzaghi. Next, formation is study of formation. You try to understand, sir. Is pedogenesis. Is pedogenesis. Next, soils are formed by a cycle known as geological cycle. Stages, weathering. Sir, if anyone asks you how to transportation done, it done by either air or water or snow or anything. Transportation, deposition, and upheaval. Most fertile soil is alluvial soils. Most collapsible soil is alien soil. What is the things are there? Example is sand dunes and losses. Okay, next physical weathering is in coarse grain. Chemical weathering is in fine grain. Sedimentary soils means transported. Residual soils means black water. Next, ice swelling and shrinkage is due to a mineral called what, sir? No. Gravitation force are more in coarse grain. Okay. Low means sand, silt, and clay. Or is it fine? Can I move on to the next topic, sir?
Yes,
Any
sir.
doubts? Okay. Sir, last is a summary, no? Just I want to vastly have written. Next, soil structure. Next topic I want to discuss is soil structure. Sir, why do you want to study about soil structure? Can you tell me? Sir, now Kaiser will ask, or Loni will ask me, or Khan Elias, or any one of your friends will ask me, or Sabayato. Sir, what is first of all, I'll tell you what is soil structure, sir. First, how the soil particles are arranged, that is called soil structure. So, geometrical arrangement of what, sir? Geometrical arrangement of geometrical arrangement of geometrical arrangement of geometrical arrangement of soil particles, geometrical arrangement of soil particles in a soil mass. Geometrical arrangement of soil particle in a soil mass. Geometrical arrangement of soil particle in a soil mass is known as soil structure. Geometrical arrangement of soil particles in a soil mass is known as what, sir? Soil structure. Now you'll ask me, why do you want to study about soil structure? Sir, this is important. The behavior of the soil, the behavior of the soil, the behavior of the soil depends upon the behavior of the soil depends upon the behavior of the soil depends upon the soil structure. The behavior of the soil will depend on what, sir? It depends on the soil structure. Am I clear, sir? Next, sir, in childhood days, when you go to near a river, you will make one shape, and again, if you are not interested, you will change the shape, right? When you go to a near to a river or anything, you'll make some shapes like hill or shapes like playing. And after that, if you are not interested, you will disturb that and you will make another. So what is that is called remolding. What is that called, sir? We have come up across a concept called remolding. Sir, remolding causes loss of strength. Sir, why remolding causes loss of strength? Can you tell me? Why remolding causes loss of strength? Because remolding causes loss of strength. Remolding is causing loss of strength because here the soil is disturbed. Remolding causes loss of strength because the soil structure is disturbed. So what do you mean by remolding? Remolding causes loss of strength. So what is a soil structure is? It is a geometrical arrangement of soil particles in a soil mass. And the behavior of the soil depends upon soil structure. Next one is remolding causes loss of strength. Remolding causes what, sir? Loss of strength. Remolding causes loss of strength. Next one. Next one is thixotropy. Sir, you know, before going to thixotropy, do you know the property of elasticity, sir? Do you know the property of elasticity? Loss of strength is called sensitivity. What, sir? No, no. Sensitivity is different, sir. Sensitivity is defined as the ratio of unconfined compressive strength of undisturbed soil sample to the disturbed soil sample. That is different. I'll tell you, go hard. Don't take. Now, what is, sir, do you know about elasticity? Sir, anyone in the class, most of the people might know or not, I don't know. Sir, actually, most people will tell this wrong, sir. Within the elastic limit, stress is directly proportional to strain after the removal of stresses. See, like elasticity, within the elastic limit, if you don't tell, stress is directly proportional to strain. That is not a good thing. Similarly, what is elasticity is the property of regaining after removal of stress. You have to tell that, sir. The property of regain of strength after the removal of stress is known as elasticity. Are you getting my point? What is elasticity means? It regains its shape, size and shape after removal of the stresses. That is called elasticity. Similarly, like elasticity, there is a property in soil, sir. There is a property in soil. What is that property? Is something like thixotropy. Very, very important, sir. Directly question. The phenomena, what is thixotropy is? Sir, due to remolding, what is happening? Loss of strength is happening. Now you are trying to regain that strength. The phenomena of the phenomena of regain of the phenomena of regain of lost strength, the phenomena of regain of lost strength, the phenomena of regain of lost strength with the passage of time, the phenomena of regain of lost strength with the passage of time, the phenomena of regain of lost strength with the passage of time means as the time is progressing, there is a regain of lost strength with the passage of time with no change in water content. This is important, sir. Sir, you are trying to regain the strength which is lost, but it will not happen immediately. It will take some time. But also there should not be any change in with no change in water content. That is, it is something like elasticity property in materials, sir. Like if you talk about elasticity property in material, in soil it is thixotropy. What is thixotropy? It is the phenomena of regain of lost strength with the passage of time with no change in water content is known as thixotropy. Can I move on, sir? I hope you are clear. Next. Sir, next one I want to tell you, this is a definite question. This is also very important, sir. Clay mineralogy. Clay mineralogy. When I talk about clay mineralogy, first thing I will discuss is kaolinite. Sir, I tell you no, Kashish Sharma, I told you, when a soil is getting remolding, the soil structure will be disturbed, sir. Instead of soil particles coming closer, the soil particles move apart. So when the soil particles move apart, obviously the voids will be more and the strength will be lost. Are you clear, Kashish Sharma? What I want to tell you is when you are remolding, the soil structure will disturb. When the soil structure is disturbed, obviously the strength will be defected. Now, coming to clay mineralogy, the first thing I want to discuss is kaolinite. What is the first one I want to discuss, sir? Kaolinite. Sir, what is kaolinite is? It will be like this. Means usually the structure will be. It will be in this way. You draw somewhat neatly. This is GS, GS, GS. Sir, what is GS, GS here? What is GS, GS? What is GS, GS? It is not hydrogen bond, sir, Kalamat. It is Gibbs. Most people will thought it is gravel sand, gravel sand. Gravel sand is absolutely wrong. It is Gibbsite. Mahan Singh, see, if you are trying to regain the property means there will be some process. That is the reason it will not obtain the without external activity means that is what I'm telling you. If I see here, as there is no external activity is taking more time. It will not be done within thing. Naturally, with the passage of time, it will regain by due to walking, compacting, or anything. Like that, it will regain. That is the reason it is taking more time. Mahan Singh, are you clear? There will be a change in the soil things by the human activities or natural activities. Through that, it will take more time. That is the reason I told you passage of time. Now, here GS is gibbsite, silica, gibbsite. Remember, sir, kaolinite is a kaolinite is a stable mineral. They will ask you, sir, which this question can be asked, and it is asked more times. What is a mineral which is a stable clay mineral? Name the stable clay mineral they ask you. The stable clay mineral is kaolinite. And when do you say the mineral is stable, sir? When it has, when a mineral is having no swelling, when a mineral exhibits no swelling and no shrinkage, that is they will ask you, sir, which is the most stable clay mineral? That is kaolinite. So it exhibits no swelling and no shrinkage. They can ask you this also, sir. What is an example of kaolinite? The example of kaolinite is nothing but the China clay. You know porcelain clay for toys and for ideals, they will make this. The example of kaolinite is China clay. Is it clear for everyone? Is it clear, sir? Next. Next thing I want to discuss is Yellite. Sir, this is also asked. Name the clay mineral which is formed by name the clay mineral which is formed by potassium ions. That is nothing but Yellite. Sir, these are very, very important questions, sir, in your exam. Name the clay mineral. Name the clay mineral which is formed by. Name the clay mineral which is formed by. Name the clay mineral which is formed by potassium ions. Potassium means what, sir? It is K ions. Name the clay mineral which is formed by potassium ions is known as Yellite. Sir, Yellite here is something like this. It will be like this. The structure here is, they will ask you, sir. Sir, you draw somewhat neatly. Name the clay mineral which is formed by potassium ions. Sir, here, Yellite exhibits, there is no such an example, sir, usually. It exhibits medium swelling and medium shrinkage. Sir, swelling means bulging, sir. Shrinkage means volume reduction. It exhibits medium swelling. Sir, we don't want to go in detail, sir. For civil engineering point of view, whatever we required that, sir, how potassium bond is bond, what is a covalent bond, what is an inherent bond. Don't ask me that questions. That is chemistry part. Yeah. Multana Matti, who's that guy? Kaiser. Yeah, Multana Matti can be an example of kaolinite. Very good example, sir. I appreciate it. It exhibits medium swelling and medium shrinkage. That is an example of, sorry, that is the behavior of a light. Next thing is, sir, this is important, sir. Montmorillonite. Sir, as you know, I already told you, Montmorillonite exhibits high swelling and shrinkage. Why do you know? Because it is formed by someone told you, no, sir, it is formed by water molecules. Sir, Sabayato, it is not the fight. It is not the time for discussion, sir. For like, if you want charting, I will install one app for Facebook for all of you. Just keep on charting, sir. That is not good in the online class. If it is okay in group, Montmorillonite, it exhibits, Montmorillonite exhibits high swelling Montmorillonite exhibits what, sir? High swelling and Montmorillonite exhibits high swelling and high shrinkage. What Montmorillonite will do, sir? It exhibits high swelling and high shrinkage. Sir, see why it exhibits high swelling and shrinkage is because the bond it is formed by water molecules, sir. You see here, if you see light, it is formed by potassium ion. If there itself is water, again it is forming with water. That is the reason it exhibits high swelling. It is formed by H2O molecules, or it is formed by water molecules. What is an example of Montmorillonite soil, sir? Black cotton soil can be. It is formed by water molecules. It is formed by water molecules. That is called as Montmorillonite. Black cotton soil. Example is black cotton soil, and it is black cotton soils are also called as expansive soils, sir. Why? Why? Because expansive soils will have high swelling and shrinkage. What are expansive soils means? A soil having high swelling and shrinkage is known as expansive soils. Sir, there is another clay mineral, but we will not discuss about this. That is halloysite. There is another clay mineral that is called as halloysite. What is halloysite is the behavior. If I talk about the behavior, the behavior is similar to kaolinites. Sir, if anyone asks you which is a stable mineral, halloysite is also a stable mineral because its behavior is similar to kaolinite. That is more than sufficient, sir. No need to go in detail. If anyone asks you which is the most stable mineral, kaolinite. But halloysite is also a stable mineral similar to because it is similar to kaolinite. Clear, sir? Now, one of your friend will ask me, what are soil structures? What are the types of the soil structures? Based on based on particle size, based on the particle size of the particle, based on particle size, and how they are formed, and how the soil, how the structure and mode of formation, based on particle size and mode of formation, based on particle size and mode of formation, based on particle size and mode of formation. Soil structures are classified into first one, single grain structure. Soil structures are classified into first one is single grained structure. Second one, honeycomb structure. Next one we have is flocculated structure. And next one we have is dispersed structure. So based on soil formation, how many structures are there, sir? There are four structures. One is single grain structure, honeycomb structure, flocculated structure, and dispersed structure. These are the things, sir. Sir, logically, I will break it now because we can go. I will tell discussion from this tomorrow, sir. From this point. Logically, I will give a break here. Now you can start asking the questions. Any doubts you can ask me, sir. Students, now any doubts you can ask me.
Hello, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, please repeat the 11th slide. The light type.
Sir, kindly repeat 11th slide. After class, please join the session. I will send the link in WhatsApp group. Which group? Sir, I think there are some unit distance. Yeah, angstrom units. I'll tell you that there is virgin class or sir, someone is telling something. Please let me know. Sir, angstrom units. I will tell you, sir. That units I will tell you. There is some time. That is the reason I am not told. Sir, kindly repeat for 1 and 2 slide. Sir, 11th slide I am telling you first. When the slide, see, when I talk about stable mineral, when I talk about the stable mineral, sir, it exhibits no swelling and no shrinkage, sir. When a mineral is exhibiting no swelling or shrinkage, then it will be a stable mineral, and example is China clay. And when I talk about the name the K mineral which is formed by potassium ions, it is illite. So this is the sir. So this is what the illite. Sir, is it clear? Sir, is it clear or not? Sir, who has asked the doubt? At least they respond, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Clear.
Sir, Sabayato, what is GS you are telling? What is GS? Not GS in angstrom units. They are units. Sizes or grain size in angstrom units. I'll get back to you that. But don't worry about that. Next. Sir, one of your friend has asked me, what is wedging action of ice? What is wedging action of ice? That I will tell you, sir. Sir, see, suppose, sir, if you have a soil like this, if there are some cracks, soil will get filled into this and it will get freeze, sir. Soil will get into these things and it will get freezed and it forms like a rock. This kind of thing is nothing but wedging action. Means whenever there, what, Kinda? Are you getting, sir? What is G alumina sheet and S? G is gibbsite. Yeah, G is alumina sheet and S is silica. G is nothing but gibbsite. We call G as, sir, wedging action is something kind of a mechanical weathering or a physical weathering, sir, in which the cracks in rocks or other surfaces are filled with water and they freeze and they eventually cross to crack. That is called, sir, if there is any voids or anything, the water will fill in that and they will get freeze. Due to this, there will be some cracks. That is called wedging action. Sir, is this clear for everyone? Any doubts, sir, still? Sir, please see if anyone has lost the network. The only option you can see is you can go through the recording, sir. If I repeat the entire thing like it's a suggestion only. Okay, it's not, I'm not telling that I will not tell. First two slides are nothing that theory part, sir. If it is a concept or anything, I would have explained you. Sir, fine, sir. Is it good, clear for everyone? Any doubts? I tell you what is wedging action of ice. Any doubts, sir? Sir, are you there?
All clear, sir. All clear.
All clear? Okay. With this, we are done. Thank you for attending the session and try to attend what to do. Sir, Sabayato, we are still very early, sir. There is ground improvement techniques, electro-osmosis. Sabayato, still we are very early to that question, like how to reduce. Still there are so many parameters which you have to discuss. Okay, I hope you are enjoying the sessions. Thank you for attending the session and try to attend online sessions as much as you can. Bye bye. Sabah, I'll get back to your question after some time. Okay. Bye. Have a nice day. Enjoy the day. Have a nice day and prepare and post some questions.